Advocates, I'm Rachel Smith. A new report from PEN America shows a growing number of educational gag orders targeting LGBTQ plus issues. PEN America defines education gag orders as bills that restrict teaching about race, gender, American history, and LGBTQ plus identities in classrooms. Their researchers identified 110 gag order bills in 2023. 10 of them became law, 4 others were imposed by executive order. That brings the total to 40 gag orders that are law as of November 1st. PEN America also uncovered a shift in focus towards bills that restrict speech about LGBTQ plus topics, including several copycats of Florida's Don't Say Gay law. And a Florida lawmaker has introduced a bill that would expand the state's Don't Say Gay law to nonprofits. Florida State Representative Ryan Chamberlain filed the bill ahead of the upcoming legislative session, which starts in January. Now, the bill would block state funding for any organization that serves LGBTQ plus individuals. It would force government employees to use their gender assigned at birth or face termination. And it would make it illegal to consider a person's gender identity or sexual orientation if they want to compete for state contracts or grants. Well, there will be over 7 million queer people over the age of 50 by the year 2030, according to a new report by the AARP. And 76% are worried about social support. But Living Out hopes to change that. It's a 55 plus community in Palm Springs, California, designed to help LGBTQ plus seniors, and the Advocate Channel's Aaron Dean has more.
Well, we're really excited to learn more about Living Out. Can one of you share a little bit about what it is and how it all got started?
Lauren, you want to start?
Okay. So Living Out is an active adult community based in Palm Springs that is catering to the LGBTQ community. It got started many years ago in my head. Luann and I are both on the board of the Los Angeles LGBT Center. I also was on the board of the National Gay and Lesbian Task Force for 9 years in the early 2000s. And through those experiences, we knew what was going to happen to our community was going to happen to the broader community, the same things, that we were going to get older. And I knew that the environments that a lot of our people would need to move into were not going to be welcoming environments, notwithstanding all the changes in our society, or at least in our laws, that people were still going to be confronted with potential hostility, having to go back in the closet, hide their photographs if they went into a kind of traditional senior community. And so the idea behind Palm Springs is to create a community essentially for our people where they can live open, honest, and authentic lives without worry about how other people are going to respond to them, and live in a wonderful part of the country, in a wonderful environment, in a wonderful home, in a wonderful community.
Yeah. And, Luann, Lauren kind of touched on it a little bit, but many queer elders find themselves having to suppress or hide their identity altogether just to survive or
Right.
qualify for certain things. Can you share why that is and what Living Out will do differently for them?
Well, I read something recently that something like 1/3 of LGBTQ identified seniors end up having to recloset themselves in order to survive their elder years when they are looking for senior communities or assisted living or what have you. And we have personal experiences as a result of being on the board of the center, and we have senior community housing that's a part of the offerings of the center. And we've heard stories from people about moving into a place and then realizing that they were being looked at askew by other people there and by the management there, and ended up feeling like they had to take all their photographs and put them in drawers when the housekeeping came so that nobody would have evidence of their relationships. And, we just feel really strongly. I mean, we're part of the generation that came out and has pushed the envelope and demanded that there be equality and acceptance for our community, and it feels completely wrong that at this point in our lives we would be forced to go back in the closet.
Mhm.
It's just the antithesis of anything that we believe in. So what we see already happening with the folks that have moved in, but certainly with the people that we've talked to over the past year, people are absolutely wanting a community where they can live authentically, where they don't have to be concerned about whether somebody is worried that they might be what they think they are, that they can hold hands and walk the grounds and sit and have a drink together and do all the things that we are entitled to do and not have to have any concerns about doing that. And living out is absolutely creating that kind of an environment. When you talk to the folks who have already moved in, the consistent theme is we're home. We're home.
Yeah. And what made Palm Springs the ideal location for living out?
Well, this is kind of a first of its kind project. And so as a developer and a business person, you want to choose a place where your odds of succeeding are greater. And Palm Springs is a very LGBT friendly community. Frankly, it's an LGBT majority community. And it's a place where people from other parts of the country are used to coming and vacationing here. And so it was a natural to be in Palm Springs for our first try to a place where people knew Palm Springs. And so they didn't have to make that leap to another location that they didn't understand.
Well, let's talk about some of that. What are some of the communal things on site and off site that Living Out provides to residents and even visitors that may come visit some of the residents?
You want me to take it? Okay. I'm walking through in my head. Okay. So we have a full service upscale restaurant and piano bar. The restaurant and piano bar are operated by Susan Finnegar and Mary Sue Milliken, who are celebrity chefs. If you watch any of the celebrity chef shows on TV, you've seen them. They're quite extraordinary. So right off, all the food services on campus are very different than what you would expect. Our food services include continental breakfast that's included with your lease. There's also lunch, dinner, grab and go, catering, and because we want it to feel like you're at a resort, room service. We have a large community room where people can gather, have their coffee in the morning. We have freshly brewed coffee and soft serve ice cream all day. We have a lovely card room where people are setting up already clubs and meeting to do card games. We will have a fully outfitted, professionally designed art studio. We have a screening room theater that is where we'll be doing programming, and people can also reserve for personal use. Eisenhower.
It's an amazing screening room.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody who's walked in say this is
pretty
amazing.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's like being in the theater. Eisenhower Health, who is one of the largest health providers here in the Palm Springs area, has a wellness clinic on site. We have a massage salon. We have a manicure, pedicure, and hair salon. We have a full service fitness center. We have citrus orchard. We have 2 event lawns, bocce courts, putting green, resort style swimming pool, 3 spas, 2 community barbecue areas, a huge dog park, 5,000 square feet of retail space dedicated totally to pets. And we're on just less than 9.5 acres, and we have walking trails through all the property. So we have a lot happening here.
Wow. So when can I move in?
Do you have a fake ID that makes you at least 55?
I can't say on camera, but we can make something shake.
Thanks so much for watching The Advocates today. You can stream us live by downloading our app on the Apple or Google Play Store, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page. For The Advocate channel, I'm Rachel Smith. Take care.